Hey, how's it going, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Coming off the heels of Steam offering 5 free games, which I touted to be pretty unprecedented. Look, I've been covering free games being offered on Steam for years now, seemingly, and I don't remember the last time they literally offered 5 free games. There's another freebie on Steam right now that's a little bit of a more off-the-wall game, but a pretty low-key title that I did want to mention. This just came to my attention, so yes, there are literally 6 free games on Steam right now. Actually, there's 7, because GOG of Duty is still available as a freebie. If you guys don't know about that, that's another game you can check out. So we'll highlight that. There's a free game over on GOG right now. You have to go to GOG's homepage and then actually click get it for free. If you go on the game's page, you actually end up paying $5.29, so I want to mention that. A couple of freebies on the Epic Game Store that a lot of you guys kept mentioning me to mention, so I want to go over that. And of course, not everything can be free, but there are some games that have great deals available right now. And I want to talk about the deal landscape right now because I think this would be a great time to run a mass Steam sale or something like that. I know that Steam is usually pretty structured in terms of running their sales, but nonetheless, we'll talk that in just a little bit. First of all, I do want to note that Pleasure Puzzle Portrait is available free. It's 100% off, typically 99 cents, but you can get it free right now. This is more of a chill puzzle-based game. It's a lot of jigsaw puzzles, 100 beautiful pictures, 100 custom difficulty, and 100 game achievements are available as well. Very positive reception, 94% positive, based on 344 Steam user reviews, so that is pretty good. Again, a pretty low-key title, but that is available free right now over on Steam. Also available free is Mabel and the Wood over on GOG. That is typically $14.99. It's 65% off if you want to buy it, but if you go on GOG's homepage, scroll down a little bit and there's a button that says get it free. That's how you're going to end up getting it for free. This giveaway is going to last for a little over 20 hours as of the recording of this video. And the game itself is a very, very artistic Metroidvania where you hunt down massive beasts and upon destroying them, shape-shift into their forms in order to use their powers to save or destroy the world. Players with less violent intent can find secret paths to complete Mabel without killing anyone, including bosses. Unlike most Metroidvanias, Mabel does not allow you to run, jump, and kill on your own. Instead, you must use non-human forms to attack creatures and traverse through difficult challenges. The strange cult that resurrected you speak of an ancient prophecy that says you will hunt down the great beasts, take their shape, and use their powers to save this dying world. But what if they're wrong? The prophecy is old, and words lose their meaning with time. When the world is falling apart around you, what will you do? In Mabel and the Wood, it's up to you to make that choice. You don't have to kill anyone, but you might kill everyone. The game has a very old school look that is reminiscent of, older Super Nintendo titles, but I feel like with Metroidvania games that works really well, and the art direction is done very, very well. It notes, your choices matter, the cult wants you to kill everything, but it's up to you whether or not you listen to them or find your own path and unlock multiple endings. It also touts a rich story, combat is movement, and movement is combat, a large and varied fantasy world, and multiple endings to round things out. So check that out for free. It is on GOG, so it's DRM free, but that is definitely a worthwhile pickup. Next up, I do want to mention the freebies over on EGS right now. Watch Dogs is available for free, which is a pretty nice freebie, and I believe if I know how this works, EGS will link to your Uplay account and it'll redeem directly on Uplay, so you can launch the game through Uplay if you desire. I'm not 100% sure if that's how it works, but that's how I would think it would work. Nonetheless, Watch Dogs 1 is a pretty mixed bag. Definitely not as good as Watch Dogs 2, and this game, when I played it back in, I believe, 2014 when it came out, 2014 or 2015, it was a pretty bad PC port. It was actually one of the worst PC ports that I've ever probably played in my life. Hopefully it got better. I feel like I played the game like a year after its release and it was better but not perfect. At this point, if you have decent hardware, you can play the game. Maybe it won't be the best experience in the world, but still, typically goes for 30 bucks. Now it is available for free. Obviously, Watch Dogs Legion is on the horizon, so why not familiarize yourself with the franchise with Watch Dogs 1? Honestly, this might not even be the best entry point into the franchise. If it was up to me and Watch Dogs 2 was free and Watch Dogs 1 was free, would I recommend you to play Watch Dogs 1? No, I would recommend you to just jump into Watch Dogs 2 because I feel like it's such a better game. Nonetheless, Watch Dogs 1 is the freebie right now over on EGS, so check that out. And also, Stanley Parable, that is available for free. That's typically $15. It's a first-person exploration game, a lot of mystery in that. and a lot of psychological elements in that game as well. One of the more iconic PC games that have been released in the last decade or so. I don't think that's too much of a stretch to say, but nonetheless, that's available as a freebie. Not a game that was entirely my cup of tea, but given how it's well received and given how much people talk about it, definitely a game worthwhile to add to your library as well. So that's all the free stuff available right now. You've got Pleasure Puzzle Portrait, Mabel and the Wood, Watch Dogs on EGS, and Stanley Parable on EGS as well. So a lot of good stuff there. Alright, lastly, I do want to go over some game deals that are available right now, and I feel like this would be a great time to run a mass Steam sale, or if some of the other e-tailers are listening, if you can work out something. I understand that running a major sale is a lot harder than it sounds. You got to talk to a lot of the publishers and developers, but I think now would be a great time for everyone to come together and start a major Steam sale, especially because, yes, Steam has broken another record. They had a concurrent 22 million users online at the same time. I think we all know why, but it would be a great time for people to check out games, buy games, and it would just make a lot of sense for everyone involved. I do think Steam's got a sale coming up later in April anyway, but I just think get the ball rolling on that. A lot of people are at home. A lot of people want to buy some great games, and it just makes a lot of sense for everyone involved. But nonetheless, there are some great deals available right now. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is 66% off for $10.19. This is a very psychological game done by Ninja Theory, one of my favorite development studios and one of the more underrated development studios in all of gaming. These are the guys that also did Enslaved and DMC Devil May Cry. This is a game that's very emotional, very thought-provoking, and it tackles a lot of mature topics. Don't want to talk too much about story specifics without giving away spoilers, but they also did just announce a follow-up to this game, so Hellblade is getting a sequel. Obviously, Ninja Theory is now owned by Microsoft. That probably means that they're going to have a significant more amount of funding, and Hellblade 2 is going to be a far more grandiose experience, at least I would think. And of course, because it's a Microsoft published game, that game will still come out on Steam, will still be on Xbox Game Pass, so obviously that's really great. For $10.19, I think this is an awesome buy right now, so definitely give that a look. Also on Green Man Gaming, Nier Automata Game of the Yorha Edition is 50% off, down to just $20. Nier Automata is a fantastic game. One of those games that really surprised me because I played Nier on the PlayStation 3 way back in the day, and while I thought the game was good, it definitely had a fair bit of issues, but Nier Automata refined the game quite a bit. Platinum Games was at the helm of the development, and with them, you know you're gonna get great gameplay, and that was really the thing holding Nier back. It was from a gameplay standpoint, and now you still have the strong presentation elements. The music is great. The story is a little bit confusing at first, but once you get to the end and once you play through the game a couple times, it really comes together, and you really start to understand the gravitas of it. For $20, I think Nier Automata is a great buy. The Game of the Yorha Edition, it's not like that is adding anything incredible. You just get some in-game items and things like that, but for $20, I do think this is a pretty good buy. And lastly, I do want to know Monster Hunter World on PC is down to $17.68. This is actually on sale on Steam as well, but I believe it's a bit more expensive. I think it's at like $19.99 or $19.79, something like that. For a couple bucks cheaper, it's Monster Hunter World. It's one of those games that you can sink a lot of time into. If you want a game that is offering you the most hours per dollar for your gameplay and things like that, from a value standpoint, Monster Hunter World is one of those games you are absolutely getting your money's worth. Iceborne is also on sale over on Steam. That is down to $30. I didn't see if Green Man Gaming had Iceborne on sale. If they did, you could check that out as well. Yes, you could actually get the Monster Hunter World Iceborne Master Edition for $45. That includes the base game as well as the Iceborne expansion. $45 is kind of expensive, but the Iceborne expansion adds a very good amount of content. It's not like a typical DLC pack that, you know, is only adding 8 to 10 hours of gameplay. Iceborne is a legitimate expansion that is very big in scale and absolutely worth the money, so that is something to check out as well. But for $17.68, if you just want to check out the base game, that's really good on top of that. That's going to conclude this video, guys. Again, a lot of free stuff available. Pleasure Puzzle Portrait, Mabel and the Wood, Watch Dogs, Stanley Parable, and a lot of great deals available. I'll leave links to everything in the description box below. That's going to conclude this video. If you guys have a request for a future video, as always, you can leave that in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.